If I ask you, who is the most expensive footballer in the world, you will immediately answer, Inhaik, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Reflection of it again. Here's Ronaldo looking for the goal. And told you it was frustrated.
If I ask you who bought the most expensive paint in the world, you might fall silent. This is not a story about trophies. This is not a story about goals either. This is the story of a man who could not even lift his son's dreams, nor the burden of his own life. Behind every goal of Cristiano Ronaldo, there is a truth hidden that Ronaldo himself kept buried for years. His father's name was Jose Diniz Aveiro, and if you are thinking this is a story of a loving father, then you are wrong, because some fathers are not heroes, some fathers are wounds. When dreams die, the man stays alive. Portugal's Madeira Island looks like paradise on a postcard. But beneath this paradise was a world where dreams were only for the rich. Jose Diniz Aveiro was born here. No money, no education, no plan. He was an ordinary man, so ordinary that the world never even noticed him. In his youth, he joined the army. People believe the army makes a man, but sometimes the army doesn't just leave behind corpses. Sometimes it doesn't return the mind either. After the war, Jose did return, but what was inside him was left behind there. He started working as a cook, a small job, a small salary, and a very big frustration. This is where alcohol began. First for exhaustion, then for grief, and then for habit. People drink alcohol to forget. Jose drank alcohol so that he wouldn't even remember who he could have become. Children in the house were growing, responsibility was increasing, but Jose was slowly disappearing. He was a father, but not a mentor. He was present in the house, but not truly there. And in that same house, in that same silence, a small child was born. Cristiano Ronaldo. But in this story, before the hero's entry, it was necessary to understand the villain. The house where hunger was normal, but dreams were a crime. Cristiano Ronaldo's home was not really a home. It was only a roof that could stop the rain, but not the pain. In a poor area of Madeira Island, a small house, thin walls, few rooms, and people far too many. One room, 4 children, a mother and a father, who stayed silent most of the time. In this house, food was limited, clothes were repeated, and dreams. Dreams only came at night. Cristiano often slept hungry, but this hunger was not just of the stomach. This hunger was for someone to be there, for someone to guide him, for someone to say, "I'm here." But Jose Diniz Aveiro was often locked inside his own world. He was present in the house, but his eyes were somewhere else. Sometimes anger, sometimes complete silence, and sometimes just alcohol. Cristiano remembers when he returned home from school, he first had to check what kind of mood is father in today. If the mood was good, the house stayed quiet. If the mood was bad, the house forgot how to breathe. In this house, laughing was a risk. Talking too much was a risk. And talking about dreams was considered foolish. Cristiano liked football, but mentioning football at home was not a heroic thing. It was just noise, a distraction, something that does not fill the stomach. Mother Dolores, she was holding everything together. She was a mother, a father, and the wall of the house. She taught the children to be happy with less, and at expecting too much only brings pain. Cristiano learned here that keeping expectations low is survival, But some children are not born for low expectations. When the house felt heavy, Cristiano ran outside. In the streets, between concrete, barefoot, with just a ball. There's no father there, no anger, no bottle. There was only one thing: control. When the ball was at his feet, the world listened to him. And maybe, for the first time, Cristiano felt that he was good at something. But every escape is temporary. The house called him back, and the house never changed. And in that same darkness, another darkness was growing. José Diniz Aveiro's habit was no longer just a habit. It had become a disease. Alcohol, anger, and a child's fear. Alcohol first becomes a habit, then a necessity, and then a personality. The same thing happened with José Diniz Aveiro. He drank after work, then without work, then without any reason. And when alcohol starts speaking, the human being falls silent. Cristiano was small, very small, but he had already understood that there was one dangerous thing in the house: unpredictability. Sometimes the father was laughing, sometimes shouting abuses, sometimes completely silent. There's no schedule in this house, not for food, not for conversation. Only one thing was fixed: Cristiano's fear. He would freeze at the sound of the door opening. Every time, the same question: which fathers come today? This is the part most people do not understand. More dangerous than physical beating is emotional unpredictability. Because beating causes pain, but uncertainty breaks the mind. Cristiano spoke less. He listened more. He read the signals of the house. What does a bottle placed on the table mean? What the volume of a voice is saying? What the speed of footsteps is telling? He was no longer a child. He had become a scanner. In this process, one thing slowly died: a carefree childhood. And when childhood ends early, ambition is born early. For Cristiano, football was not just a game. It was an excuse to stay away from home. He spent more time in training. He came home late after matches, not because he was crazy about football, but because he wanted to escape the house. Sometimes he thought, if I play well, maybe father will be happy. But alcohol does not understand football, and addiction does not hear applause. Cristiano learned that validation would not come from home, so he began to create validation. Harder training, more focus, less talk. People say today that Ronaldo is obsessed, but it was not obsession. It was a survival mechanism. And when a child enters survival mode, he either breaks or turns from a human into a machine. Cristiano chose the second path.